And I think we're live now. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm very good, thanks. How's it going, JJ?
Pretty good, man. Just to check the sounds, looking like it's working. Yes, everything's up and live. And um, cool. Yeah. Hi, I'm JJ. I'm a developer advocate for the IBM Cloud, and welcome to the CD Foundation stream. Who are you, Adam?
Well, I'm Adam. I work at IBM as well. I used to work on Tecton. I now work on secret, secret IBM projects. And yeah, we know each other as developer advocates, kind of. And we've been doing this for a while. And I think we're going to do some cool things with Jenkins-X today. I think
Yeah,
that's the plan, at least.
that's what I got. That's what I got. Do you mind turning off your video and Zoom for me, real quick?
Well, indeed.
Thank you. Um, so yeah, we've been on a small adventure trying to get Jenkins-X to play nicely with us. We had some issues a handful of weeks ago, and now we got super far last week, which was great. But we still didn't quite get over the finish line. So Adam and I talked after the stream, trying to figure out what we want to get done. And as the kids say, YOLO, let's try
Mm-hmm.
this again.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's not YOLO, it's Yeet now, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not
Yeah, I
cool.
think they're both pretty cool. I think Yeet is probably cooler than YOLO now, though.
Okay,
Although I
all
think
right.
Yeet's probably not very cool either at the moment. I mean, if you
Nice.
do some dabbing, then maybe no. I think dabbing's pretty old as well.
Yeah. Society moves too fast for me now. It really does. Anyway, okay, cool. So I'm gonna Adam, do you wanna share your screen first and kind of walk through what you figured out, and then we can go roll back to the empty VM, or do you want to just start on the empty VM and go forward first?
I think what we do is we go to the empty VM
Mm-hmm.
and we basically do the minikube start command, install the latest JX binary, and then do you want to go? So basically, last time, folks, we got a little bit caught up because we couldn't do the webhooks. No, we could do webhooks. It was the GitHub authentication that JX didn't like. We wanted
Yep.
to use SSH keys, but we couldn't do it in Jenkins-X. So my idea is to create a new fake dummy account using HTTPS as authentication. Then hopefully we're going to get webhooks completely working. The operator for JX will work fine, and then we can basically do chat ops style operations of Jenkins-X. I think that was the plan because we basically got to the stage where we could do JX pipeline start, but we'd only do the pipeline for the operator repository itself and not
Mm-hmm.
the actual quick start applications. And we think it's because when we configure Jenkins-X, it got only maybe a third of the way through its steps before we hit the error of SSH keys. So we didn't actually complete the
Mm-hmm.
rest of the steps. And if we were to not do SSH, it'd probably proceed, and the other steps would let us do JX pipeline start for actual app repo. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. So if we can do that, that'd be great. And then we can really do the cool thing, because a lot of Jenkins-X relies on working webhooks and chat ops and all that kind of thing. So that's what I'm proposing.
That sounds phenomenal. I'm 110% behind that, and we'll just start from the ground up. So let
Okay.
me flip over to my screen here. Okay. Transition. Okay, cool. So we should be able to see now, which according to my view on our stream, which is perfect, we should see a screen here with a brand new mini cluster, a mini cube that was just started up, which looks good. And we are sitting here with the README here. Now, first thing first, we should probably update our Jenkins-X instance, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
There
whenever a
was,
new commit happens, there's a new build. So get
there
the
was
latest JX3.
3 hours ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 3 hours ago. So let's go ahead and copy this down. All right. And then we should copy this in. There we go. All right. So JX help 3 alpha doesn't actually tell us what to do. Interesting. Okay. So we are now there. So the next step was to spin up minikube, which we have done. We've created that repository.
Yeah, so that's the operator repository, isn't it? So there's like
Yes.
an operator one and an actual app one. I
Do
think
we
the
want to
operator
start?
one's minikube and the app one's Python. Go ahead.
Yes. Do we want to go ahead and just start again at the very, very beginning? Or do you want to use any of the stuff we already created?
Well, so is it the same machine with the same ingress IP?
Yes, it should be. There we go. And my keys are enabled, as you can see here. So I can talk to my repositories.
Does that mean you think you've solved the problem that we had last time, Jenkins-X, or is that separate?
I think so. But I don't really know.
Okay. Well, okay. Why don't we? So we've already got the repos set up, right? We've already got the minikube operator created repo, and we've got the app repo. Where did we get to last time? Ngrok's already set up, right? That's fine.
Oh, well,
we need to proxy something.
Yeah, I've turned that off. I've turned off on Grok and all that stuff. So this is completely new. But no, the NIP or XIP address probably has changed.
Yep, so let's do that again.
Yeah, so
I think basically we go through the steps. We don't need to create any new artifacts from scratch. So unless JX has changed their repo layout, which I doubt, we should be good to go. And we just change anything that doesn't involve creating something. So just configuration should be different.
okay.
So in that file, I'm guessing it's got your newest ingress IP. It's pointing to the minikube one, which had indeed changed. 2117 became 202, so that's good. I'm guessing every microservice that you build through JX, through the operator, will basically try and use the same endpoint for webhooks. And so you only update it in the one place, which is this repo, and not in all the app repos, which is going to be quite useful if you have 50 different GitHub projects using Jenkins-X.
Sorry, my insulin pump is beeping at me. All right. Now, we should be able to do set up and install ngrok, which we have.
Yes, so you've already created a user on here, haven't you? So do you just log in and then ngrok command and maybe give it some authentication details like a token?
I think it's already set up. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Right there. See, it's a. So we now have this ngrok for. So we're gonna have to re-enter the. Okay, that's fine. We're getting there. Charts, Jenkins-X. Oh no. Okay. So this should be Vim, charts, Jenkins-X, JX boot, values. This is now this. All right.
Yep.
Git add pit comment dash a and added in. Oh. All right. Now we need to install the Git operator.
Yes.
Now this is the thing that you're saying that had the problem with the keys, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
One of the commands we didn't work completely. It may have been this one. Or it might have been the JX. No, JJ, it was the JX quick start, because the quick start goes and gets the code from like a template, and then basically tries to configure webhooks and something else, and that's where we were stopping prematurely. So So I think JX7 operator works completely fine. Remember, we had to edit the file at $home/git and put your token in for JX7 operator to work.
Did we? Oh, that's right.
So you may still have that folder on disk. So you may be fine. You do. I'm not sure you do. I think you do is for. I'm not sure where you are anymore. Is that Git your home/Git? Yes, that's fine. That's the file that we made to satisfy JX7 operator. So you are good.
And not a .git file, but a /git. That seems weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, I think I'm trying to augment that in the future, but that's what it's used at the moment. It's not for credentials.
Okay. 3 minikube testing, just in case we need to make more changes here. So now we can do Okay, just to verify, cube is facing, or is 12 minutes ago, sitting there, one instance.
So you have no pods. Do you have any pods? And also, are you in the JX namespace, or does that even exist?
Nope, it is completely fresh.
Go for it. Let's do that command. See if it makes a namespace.
Sure. Use me.
And privacy screen, while making a token.
Yep, hang on 1 second.
Yep, and hopefully it gives you the link you can copy, follow the right options.
Check it out. Do you see what I did with the privacy screen now?
Security clearance required.
Oh, no. It was just I put the cameras on top of it, so we're not hidden behind it now.
Ah, yeah, there I am. I'm taking the camera down so you can see my my joggers. I had to move my laptop lid down. I've got my Twitch main monitor and then my laptop. So I'm watching you just above by moving my head. Okay, so JJ just putting his Git token in so he can get a doing something.
Just thinking about it.
So what was that command above JJ where you put some stars in? If you just scroll up.
That was the it looks like they updated it to actually put the stars in because I clicked on this URL to get the token that we needed with all the permissions.
Okay.
All right, just give it a minute.
So do you have all the images already on disk, I think?
No, because I nuked them, remember? Because I deleted the remember, though, remember it only takes like 2 minutes to pull it down because this is actually in a data center with a gigabit link to the internet.
Okay, that's good. So
there we go.
We'll wait for that to happen. And then I think we did a JX quick start. And then that's where things went a little bit pear-shaped. And the pear-shaped solution should be to not use SSH, I believe. It's just use HTTPS, which we don't like and offers a dummy account for. And we think Jenkins-X should fix it eventually. Because it didn't like the colon, did it? It was SSH something colon and the rest of it. And that was the fatal we had last week. And you made an issue for that. You made an issue under JX CLI, yes. That's what it was.
I haven't actually seen any notes on it, surprisingly.
No, I haven't, but it's always worth, I guess, pinging the Jenkins-X dev channel just to say, for awareness, we've made this. Is anybody planning to work on it?
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Probably.
Just give them a nudge. We've also had a busy week as well with CDCon just happening as well. So a lot of the Jenkins-X folks were quite busy with that, I know. Okay, so it's adding a bunch of Helm repos.
Yep. Make this a little bit bigger so not that one. Nope, made that angry.
All right. So is this a one-time thing, do you think?
Yes, I think this is initial. Well, I mean, every time you set up minikube, you're going to have to do this. But the idea is that you shouldn't have to. Though I find it really interesting that we couldn't just take the minikube, because right now it doesn't seem like anything is specific to minikube apart from the NI.
Yeah, P. Yeah.
The NIP, yeah. So I don't want to jinx myself here, but I'm flirting with the idea that there's no reason why we couldn't run this on a normal cluster right now.
Because it depends on the Kubernetes engine that normal cluster runs on. So OpenShift may be a little bit trickier. They may want to use roots instead and
Good
set up
point.
things like security OS. But I guess other cloud providers have their own nuance, like Amazon Elastic Beanstalk and all that kind of thing, and the load balancers. So they probably could do it, but they may need to tailor it a little bit so it's a better experience and more cloud native in the sense of the word that it's better for that cloud. So I'm guessing it would work, but it may not be optimal. Okay, so it's making all the Kubernetes resources.
Mm-hmm.
And then once this command's done, what do you think's next, JJ? What's the guide?
It looks like we're doing port forwarding to create the hook.
Okay.
Then we can go into create import projects.
Yes, that's really fun stuff. And then we could go into that Python project, or even make a new one, and then see if we can get that webhook green. And Project Quick Start, I think, is what terminated early. So maybe it's best to create a new Quick Start.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the right step here. But
so I definitely already seen that Helm repo add command happen earlier. So now it's using JX GitOps. Okay. So are your files changing on disk, JJ? If you were to get a separate shell up, maybe just do a git status in this directory, wonder if it's either placing things on disk or just modifying something in the kube environment, aka with the tiller for Helm with the pods.
I haven't changed anything in that repo.
It's not touching anything on disk. Okay. If you do kubectl get pods -njx -w.
kubectl get pods space jx-w. Yep, things are happening.
Okay, interesting. That's good. So that's what it's doing. So it's doing nothing on disk. It's just making loads and loads of kube resources.
And it looks like they're doing, in essence, like 1 or 2 pods to change something, do something, then blow it up.
Yeah. So if you were to make this one big shell, I guess, what's the overall state of play? Because I saw some create container configurers, which looked a little bit odd. They may be waiting on things to be created, which haven't been done in time. So. Okay, if you were to find any of those in your describe pod, let's find one, maybe the Docker registry one. That sounds important. If you just do a describe pod on that. Okay, so it's not made secret yet, Docker registry secret. Now the last thing it was doing that admin operator something with Vault. So if you do, is it JX admin operator log or JX admin log maybe? Try JX admin log.
Things are happening.
That's more like it. Yeah, so it's still doing things. It's probably doing things with that secret we just mentioned. So it says there mandatory secrets, so valid. Now, a heck of a lot of those are unchanged. Maybe everything is. Okay, some configured.
Yep, looks like it might be done.
Okay, so those pods should be
Yay!
happy. So you should have happy pods, and you should have a secret for Docker Figure secret in this namespace.
Everything, well, as soon as this one's gone, everything looks like, and then another init container just kicked off.
Yeah. Excellent. So maybe good to go. Is there a step to set up webhooks next and maybe validate them we can do?
There is this one, report forwarding.
Yeah. So that enables webhooks, apparently. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if the webhook was already made for us, but this basically just puts an endpoint available so it can actually go green.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
we haven't
sure.
actually created the project yet, right?
Yeah, so when you create the project, I think that would create the webhook. Yeah. So here's the really interesting part. This is where you're actually going to do the JX, is it project quick start? And then hopefully it gets past the get auth bit and we can do some really cool things. Because my idea is that we basically just do a JX help or create help and just look at all the commands, see which ones look interesting, and basically run them.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and run a quick start in this
Yep.
directory.
Yeah, and then make a little Python project, I think. And if I
Or
remember
do you want to
correctly,
be fancy and go Golang?
yeah, I do want to be fancy. Yeah, I like Golang. I use Golang a bit more. There's quite a decent variety of options.
They really are.
Oh, bad credentials. Right.
Oh, it must be that key is gone, right? So let me put this thing back up. Granted, it
Yeah.
happened now, right? Which is better than later.
Yeah, but I'd like to think that JX. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking about the JX have an operator command and how that could have made them a check. And it would have failed there.
I'm building the key now.
Is it an actual key, JJ? SSH key or a token?
Oh, sorry, token. My bad.
Okay. So JJ is just making a new personal access token.
And if you decide to try to steal it from me, that's fine because it will be deleted as soon as I hit the button to go away. All right, here we go.
So JJ's had to modify his git/credentials file because I think that's what Jenkins-X uses. Okay, that looks better, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So as well the Git repos, the orgs you've access to.
Okay, so we'll call this Jenkins-X go HTTP.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you do question mark, JJ? What's the question mark tell us? I always like to be, thorough.
Mm-hmm.
What's question mark do?
Oh, it gave me this next question, which is I did this up here, and it asked me what do I want to name it, and then it created the repository on GitHub, and now it's like do I need to initialize the directory? Yes.
Yep.
Well, we'll call it initial import. That seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep, confirm that. So it's chosen that as a sensible default.
okay, looks like we pushed something.
And it's created a pull request. I wonder who is the author. Maybe it's Power DevOps 2020.
Oops. Yeah, looks like the initial one has come in, but no, it is me right now.
Okay, where's that pull request then? Oh, is it merged? It's waiting for it to be merged. So, it's under the operator repo, JJ. So if you go to that minikube testing repo,
Oh, good
that's
call.
interesting. Is it time to see the almighty? Oh, it's not. No more Power DevOps. Wow. So this is, I guess, registering this is something that JX can create pipelines for. That's my guess.
Mm-hmm. So
What do you
this
think about
failed
that pull
because
request?
of my DCO. That's fine.
So what's that? What's the BCO, TCO?
DCO is this developer certificate of origin. It's just it's a bot that just basically looks there to make sure that you have DCO in your signed commits or
Is
all
that
that.
just a youth? Is that a youth
Yeah.
thing?
That's a
Okay,
me thing.
fine. Cool. So it says verify. What's that verify step?
It says it's pending.
There's a pipeline running. Really? So it's waiting for the pull request to be merged, and there's a pipeline running. Can you get the details, or do a get pipeline run maybe?
Yeah. Come on. Okay. You said get pipeline run?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe. It's verifying.
Okay. So, what if you got some pods? Do you have any pods associated with that pipeline run?
Not ready.
Oh, it's waiting on your pull request maybe?
To merge
So
it?
one of three. So if you go back to the pull request, is it now green on the verify?
Where did I close it? I think I did. Shit, my bad. No, still pending.
There's no details for it either. Okay,
No.
maybe that verify just means a user has to now manually merge it.
Let's go ahead and merge it. Let's go see what happens.
Yeah, go on then.
Nope, hold on. Regenerated. Things are happening.
So we don't do anything?
No, I think we had to do some stuff. So if we come back over here, yeah, it looks like that completed.
Ah.
Now it's doing it again.
So you didn't click anything, did you? You was going
Correct.
to, but you didn't. Okay, cool. It's now we're just waiting and it's doing some magic. It's merged.
Now it merged. Yes.
So that waiting for pull request to be merged thing was not a user action. It was wait for Jenkins-X to do its thing and verify it action.
Oh, because what it's doing is it's setting itself up for this one, the configuration repository to know about it.
Yes,
so that's the reason why. Oh, that makes more sense.
That's right. So now if you do JX pipeline create, I bet you can now choose your cool new Go HTTP project. I don't know the syntax. Maybe it's JX pipeline start. Oh, no, okay, I was mistaken. So that's just going to do your operator repo again. Okay, so you probably want to do stop.
Yeah, that's fine. Wouldn't hurt, would it?
All right. So done the quick start. Was there anything in that guide that talks you through the quick start steps? Did it say maybe,
Quick start
do this bit
documentation.
next?
Yeah, it looks like it's this one.
Right, so done the quick start, done the create. It says trigger the first pipeline. But I'm pretty sure it triggered the pipeline. Did it change your app repo code, JJ, or just your operator's repo code?
JX. Oh, these are the ones we need. Right?
Yeah, that looks quite useful. Oh, it says pipeline should start soon for Go on HTTP. Look, read above. Pipeline should start soon for Jenkins-X Go HTTP.
Hmm.
So maybe we just wait again.
Yep, 1 minute
If
ago.
you-
Build pack.
Yeah, and if you do kubectl get pipeline run now,
There we go.
that's better. And I assume that's for your actual code repo now and not for your operator.
Yeah. Wow, this is intense, man.
Yeah. Yeah, those two commands really did a heck of a lot of things, didn't they?
It really did. But
So,
it looks like
all
this.
all we've done is add an operator and quick start create. I think it was. If you were to do that start pipeline command now, I wonder if it gives you the prompts.
Okay, get pipelines. Should show us the same thing. Oh. That's not what I was expecting.
No. So you don't have anything yet. But if you do get pipeline run, that's a good one, yeah. There's plenty of commands we can do, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think what James told me to use was the Octant plugin, and you can install the Tecton add-on, or use the Tecton dashboard. Either of those work perfectly well. I think James favours the Octant one, and that also looks quite good. And you can watch the pipeline runs there.
Not convinced.
What are you thinking?
I'm stumbling. Give me a second here.
Okay.
I mean, this is significantly better than we had last week, right? Like that's obvious. That's an obvious win. But my gut is telling me we're not quite out of the woods yet.
I think we are. I think it's building the HTTP project over there on the left, and you won't see anything on GitHub.
Okay, so what we should do is we should create a PR here, change like the main.go to see it.
Not yet. Afterwards, I think the pipeline runners built and deploy the Go app in your minikube cluster.
Oh yeah, there it is
go.
right there, and it's still going. So let's put the.
Exactly. I think let's see. Now it's building the thing. There's the Go build command.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is these commands take a while, and basically the quick start should say, go and put some food on, or get some ice cream, or watch a television program in the background, just for now, because a lot of these things are magically happening for us. They just take a while.
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do a PR called. It takes a while.
Yep.
Yeah, and remember, don't change anything. Just let it.
Mm-hmm.
The pull request gets merged by Jenkins-X, not by us. And then your app will be deployed with a pipeline. Again, this may take a while. So please don't do anything until JX get pipeline says it's finished, maybe.
hold on. What is it? Best way to make coffee at home without a machine. There you go.
I like it. Are we sponsored by that company?
We should. How did I bring this command up? Do you remember?
JX get pipeline, and you chose that pipeline. Are you stuck inside of that command?
Yeah, I think I am.
It's just too powerful. It's too useful.
I guess, yeah.
Because you've had to re-enter this machine many times.
Yeah.
It's not cool, is it? It's really not
It's really
cool.
not. It's really not.
That's another issue we should make. I think me and you should spend the whole week just doing Jenkins-X hacking.
We really should. Yeah, here we go. Here's that build pack. It's not ready. It's still going.
I like some more transparency. So I bet there's a really handy JX command that says, here's what's going on. Now, JX get act is a really cool command. Maybe it's that.
JX get pipelines is what we did. And then pipelines. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go.
I bet if the Jameses are watching this, they're probably thinking, guys, just stop doing anything. Just stop running commands. Just literally go AFK for 15 minutes. Do a workout, play guitar. Just do nothing. We just didn't get that message from the quick start.
Really didn't.
Because it says quick start. It didn't say do a command and wait. And I think we do have to wait. It's just us trying to get something cool fast.
Here we go. Here we go. J pipeline log is what we did. If you want to see what's going on, run dash in another terminal. Terminal. Something like that?
Yes.
All right. Added a note to wait for the commands to complete. Added a fun note to quick start guide to enforce waiting for the pipelines to complete. Good?
Yep.
That's still going.
Really? You're definitely still going? Because I think you've control C'd out of that.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, that one is still not ready. We'll watch that. I wish there was a way for me to put anyway. The fuck is this?
PL has one.
Semantic pull requests? Adam, what is this?
Yeah.
Semantic. PR has only one non-merge commit and is not semantic. Add dot.
Add
Add another
commit
with force question. But it's just a simple doc change. This feels like this is really heavy-handed.
Yeah.
But we may have actually gotten. Still going. Still going. I'm excited to create a PR when this finally finishes, and then like changing the main.go to do something else and see what actually happens then. That's where I am right now.
Yeah. Well, you can even do a preview. You can do the environments thing where you deploy. When you do a pull, I think it makes a preview, and then before merging it, it's already deployed. It's a different namespace, and you can check the output.
Do you want to take over the screen share so you can kind of show us around some stuff that you already have set up?
I've got nothing set up. I did that 2 years ago with JX2, and hopefully it's still there in 3. So I think for now we just do nothing.
Okay. Well, so how was your weekend then, hey?
It was very good, thank you. Yeah, got lots of nice things. Visited some places. Had a little picnic and got not attacked, but kind of intervened upon by some horses.
Oh.
Nearly fought a horse. Didn't fight a horse in the end. Yeah, it was good. How about you?
It was pretty good in the grand scheme of things. My daughters, every once in a while, I make cookies from scratch, M&M cookies, and I changed the recipe around a little bit. And so a buddy of mine was telling me that the one problem that most people have when they're making basic cookies, which is like flour, white sugar, and brown sugar, most people don't cream them long enough. Like normally do you first of all, do you make cookies?
No, I don't. No.
Okay. Well, it's just one of those things that, as soon as you learn how to make them, you wonder why you haven't bought cookies yourself. Well, the problem is most people, when they start creaming the sugar and the flour and the butter, no, the butter and the flour, but butter and sugar, Jesus. Most people cream it for like maybe 5 minutes at most. And the trick is you need to cream it for like 10 minutes plus whatever you think is got to be way too long plus two more minutes.
So when you say creaming, do you mean the beating where you put it together and you beat it to get the air out of it and you mix it all together? Like with a whisk, like you do this?
Yeah, well, I have a stand mixer, right? So I have a paddle thing goes in there that turns the butter and the 2 sugars into really, really smooth like contraption, right?
Fancy.
And normally when people do it, which would have been like with a paddle or a whisk or whatever, that takes a lot of time because butter's hard, especially if you haven't let it like come up to room temperature. So I let it come to room temperature, and then I literally let that thing go for like 15 minutes, and the cookies that came out of it were phenomenal.
Excellent. So I think that's the deciding factor. It's the length of the. You say curling?
Creaming. Creaming. The creaming. Yep. The creaming.
Excellent. Maybe one stream you can do some cooking for us while our Jenkins-X quick start happens.
Yeah, this is starting to feel not much like a quick start, my friend.
Yeah. So is it done yet?
No, it's still running, and it still says it's not completed.
So if you describe that not ready pod, what's it doing? Because I don't believe this is optimal behavior. I can't imagine James Strachan on the stage doing a quick start and saying, "So I baked cookies at the weekend." Oh, that's what it is. Pull in. It's pulling the Go image, and I bet you it's 2.4 gig. Then again, it says successfully pulled Build a Go.
Yeah,
So maybe I'm
14 minutes ago.
mistaken.
No, wait, you're right. It's still pulling.
But it says it's already pulled above.
Oh yeah.
Am I seeing things? Does it not say the exact same image has already been pulled?
Yeah. It's just kind of stuck.
So GCI.io, Jenkins-X IO, Builder Go.
Aw.
So you can't see it.
Nope.
But what is that message 4 lines above?
Looks like it's the same one. That was also for 308 seconds. This was for 256.
Is that milliseconds?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Milliseconds. My bad.
So what's this big horrendous thing doing? Maybe we should just do a Docker pull of that Builder Go. If you do a normal Docker pull of that Builder Go, what happens?
All right. Don't have Docker on here, of course. Do I have Podman?
Wait, what? So these fresh layers? And if they're fresh and that's so fast, what's the other thing doing? Look, this is not a minikube, this is just
Yeah, it's just a machine.
normal.
Yeah.
So the image that you just pulled won't be in the minikube Docker
No.
length. Okay.
That's fine, though. We're just kind of curious to see what came out, right?
And it didn't take too long. So what I'm intending to do is do the minikube Docker eval command and then do that same pull command. And you see if it like starts to stall and stutter.
Okay. Let it finish doing its thing. I'm curious to see how big it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
What,
Did
is
another
that
pull
new output?
request.
Has it worked?
Yeah, there's another pull request.
Oh, wait, what? So this is promoting it to staging. Okay, cool. I bet it deploys it then into JX staging. And you can look at it maybe. Oh, after you merge it.
Oh, so this original build here. Yeah, now it's done. Now it's done. And now it's released
Okay.
it.
Excellent.
So it was actually doing things.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. So now what? Do you just merge that?
So we genuinely had to wait like 20 minutes for this thing to actually build and do everything for us. But it looks like everything has been done, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just,
So is this output live, JJ?
yes. Yes, it is.
So it's not done yet, or is it?
I think it's building it for staging now. There we go. And
it's made a PR against the operator repo.
Yeah, which is pushing this promote Jenkins Go to version 0.0 and staging environment.
So okay, so it's not done a PR for the app repo. It's done a PR for the operator repo to promote from nothing into staging, if you like, so it's using GitOps basically.
Yes.
So this, does it exist? Is there a pod somewhere in staging maybe?
Okay. Get name spaces.
No. So you have to merge this. So this is somebody that says, JJ's come along. Is he ready to stage his pull request? And basically that deploys it into JX staging, I would guess. And then you do a promote later on to some JX production environment, which should have a different IP address and config.
So this would be, hacky hack, make code happen, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Okay. We've imported this into Jenkins-X. Cool. We now know Jenkins-X by the other repository now knows about Go HTTP.
Yeah.
We do have one release of Go HTTP because when we imported it, we went ahead and built it to make sure all our building things happen, and we have now released 001. If we want to push 001 into staging, which is here now, so if we want to push this into the new namespace of Jenkins-X, to your point, here you go. Here's JX staging, and all our staging configuration we need to do here. So, So I'm gonna play Adam here, and I'm gonna go ahead and merge this to get into staging.
Good? Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah, it's very nice change. That all the best.
Perfect. I like your attitude, sir. I like your attitude.
Well, it's all going to stage and not production, so it could be rubbish.
There you go.
The production pull request may be a lot more strenuous. So we've merged that.
So this is now merged in here, which is what we wanted.
There's something now happening. If you were to do a JX, that's doing a release. So I'm guessing that's going to deploy into JX staging. In fact, I'll bet good money that once that's merged, that will happen. Maybe do you get act? JX get act?
JX get act.
Yeah. So it's seen your pull request. Maybe do a -W on the end to watch it.
All right.
Do you have, if you go back to GitHub, it was yellow. Is it yellow because something was happening? It's
this one.
There's something yellow somewhere.
Right here.
There you go. There. Yeah. What's that? Click on that. What's that doing? Is that building or something? It's running. Oh, it's running a pipeline. So if you do JX pipeline log again, I think that was the command, JX pipeline log.
So this is PR number 2 is verifying. So that's this one. So this is us pushing into staging. Oh.
Does it work?
That's interesting. Did you see that? They changed the name to Jenkins-X Google Groups.
Yeah, true. So if you JX get namespaces, have you got a JX staging namespace? Or K get namespaces?
Yes.
Have you got any pods in there? Remember, it's -7, not MS.
Force a habit, man. Yep.
There you go. So that's deployed the actual application. Now, I believe you can do JX get applications.
There we go. So that's what we wanted to see.
Yep. See if you need to get applications, because I think if you had an endpoint, it'll tell you what it is. See, there it is. And if you go to that URL,
nice.
There you go. There you go. Cool.
Okay.
So JX application is really handy. And then I'm guessing from here, you're looking to do JX promote and using preview environments, which are really fun. I could claim victory now and do that next time.
I think I want to turn this into whatever the release is. I think that's the next logical step, right?
Oh, into the production release.
Yeah, because to your point, right? Okay,
We're not done yet. Yeah.
Get an S. So we have our build environment. We have our staging to see that it actually comes out how we want it to see. We curled against it. Cool. Now there's got to be some next promotion, right? There's got to be something in the next step.
So do JX promote -- help. So I'm guessing here, but I'm thinking you can promote from environment, staging, to production. There's a PR and shows you it deployed. So JX promote, what does it want? It's an example on the website.
Wow, this,
There's a lot of configuration.
It really is. Okay, build and test. Promotion environments, here we go.
That's more like it. So is that app name arbitrary? What's an app? Oh, that's from Cake Applications, isn't it?
Right here. Here it is.
So that's the name of it. I think that's the name. And you know it's currently staging?
Yep, JX promote. So we should see another PR show up on our app
Yep, I think so.
or GitHub, right?
Mhm.
Jenkins-X Go HTTP version. This is I automation wise, this drives me crazy, but what's what I'm looking for? Semantically, this is awesome. Like this is really forcing me to do the right thing here.
Yeah.
So, according to what we've seen so far, this command should take this and put it, I guess, into JX production.
I think it'll do a pull request first, but once it's merged, it'll deploy into the production namespace. And I do believe that you'll be able to preview this before you merge it.
There's our 3. Here we go.
So before we do any merging,
yep, there it is.
Yeah. So I want you to let's look at preview. If you do JX preview --
Well, let's go to finish first before we do anything else. So this is also like this interface right here with the approvers and all this stuff inside of it and the sizing. You know, this reminds me a lot of Prow.
Yep,
it really does. It really does.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! No, it just immediately merged it for me.
Maybe by default, the promoter's got a flag that we've not used, and that flag might be require approval, something like that. So that's promoted into production already. Where's your preview?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's one.
Okay, so have you got a pod in JX production?
Hang on 1 second. But to your point, is there a disables? There we go. No merge. Disable automatical.
There we go. Okay, that's interesting. So if you had a new environment, a bit out
Sorry,
of the
Adam.
box,
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta take this phone call.
Okay, I'll just talk. So what I'm guessing, folks, is that you'd have to set up a new environment, perhaps. So you might have JX staging, JX production, JX real production, and what we could do next is do the JX promote command, but maybe give it the nice no merge option, and then that'll create the pull request. We won't merge it yet, obviously, and I think then we could potentially use JX preview. Just to see that pull request, or we can just go to the staging environment because he's already deployed the app right to JX staging. You probably check it there actually. Are you back now, JJ?
I think so. That was I'm going in for a minor procedure tomorrow, and that was supposed to be this people, but it seems that my phone decided that I was not allowed to take that phone call.
Okay, I'm just telling folks that what they could do is see the app first in the JX staging anyway. Because the promotion is just literally the same code but in different environment. So now you should have the code running in the JX production namespace.
Yep, there it is.
And I bet you that pod's in there. And I bet you if you do get applications next,
There we go.
yep. So try the get application command.
Ah, here we go. Check this out. There is, that's neat. It's got the staging and it's got the production.
But it's logically one application.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Nice. Okay.
Very nice.
I genuinely didn't think we were going to get this far.
Well, I think the theory was correct that I said earlier. It was the other SSH things. So once we got the Git token nailed down, they let JX and operator continue to do its magic. And with all the webhooks configured fine, there's will be a green webhooks on the sweeper. I can guarantee it is. Everything was just clean sailing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I get it. Kubernetes joke. Clean sailing because everything's a nautical theme. I like it. I like it.
So if you go to that, if you go to that webhook, JJ, just prove it for me. Prove to me you got a nice green webhook on that GitHub page. So it's the
the Git option. Sorry.
Yep. So check that's got a webhook. POM DevOps, like I saw again, or Power DevOps. So that's got a nice green webhook. That's will be your old one. You can delete that. And then I wonder if your app repo has also got a hook.
Yep.
It does. So yeah, I think that's it. I think we've done our Jenkins-X experiment for today. Everything's worked. JX version 3. What's the exact version, JJ? If you do JX version, not JJ version, I think it's some big number.
Yep.
So that's the one we used.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're on Minikube. This is an IBM Cloud bare metal box, is it? With like a terabyte of RAM, something like that.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's for Minikube, but it's this is just the typical Minikube installation that they tell you to do. And the one thing I think I've learned out of all of this is you got to be patient. Like you just got to be patient this whole time. So
there you go. It actually does all work.
All right. Well, I guess we'll you want to skip next week, and then we'll come back on the 27th.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Yep. We'll I don't know what we'll do. Let's talk about it. I've got a feeling, this is I know I might just record me and publish it under my personal namespace, but I'm actually curious to make the change to the Go repository of changing like the example to something else and just walk through that process with this Jenkins.
We didn't really go around the iterative development loop much when they could change, deploy it, see it, blah, blah, blah. Did the initial setup and staging in production, but not the loop thing. So we probably revisit that. But I think, this stream here should be shared not only to the YouTube CDF channel, but the Jenkins-X folks, because they're looking for some more testing on JX3 and see a maturity matrix. And I think what we've proved there is just going to be handy from a usability perspective and test perspective as well. So it was really good.
Yep, I agree. Adam, this was great. You want to say bye?
Yeah, bye everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed and learned a few things along the way. It was really good and rewarding for me as well.
Yep, same here. And I'm sorry if you said some statements or questions in the chat. Obviously, Adam and I were very enthralled in this and weren't really paying attention, mainly because we actually got our goals. Yay!
Did we actually have any chat? No, we didn't have any. Okay.
No, I don't think we did actually. Okay. All right. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.